Namaste, madam. Good evening. We can start. Namaste.
Namaskar, Anandji. Pleasure to have you to talk.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Nice meeting all of you. Thank
Nice meeting you.
A very good afternoon, everyone, and warm welcome to 39th Water Talk, being organized by National Water Mission and it's supported by Water Digest. So before we start the program, let's have a look at the journey of National Water Mission.
गंगे च यमुने चैव गोदावरी सरस्वती कावेरी नर्मदे सिंधु जलस्मिन् सन्निधिं कुरु। जल ईश्वर स्वरूप है, सौम्य, शालीन, जीवनदायक। प्रकृति का दिया ये जल रूपी वरदान पृथ्वीवासियों के लिए सिर्फ एक विरासत नहीं बल्कि एक जिम्मेदारी है, जिसे आने वाली पीढ़ी के लिए संभालना आवश्यक है। और इस उद्देश्य की ओर पूरी निष्ठा से कार्य कर रहा है राष्ट्रीय जल मिशन, जल शक्ति मंत्रालय, भारत सरकार।
खेती के उपयोग में आने वाले पानी का अधिकतम उपयोग हो, इस दृष्टिकोण से मंत्रालय माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी के मार्गदर्शन में काम कर रहा है और हमने नेशनल वाटर मिशन में 20% तक पानी के उपयोग में कमी लाने का लक्ष्य रखा है। सतह पर जो जल उपलब्ध है उसका उचित प्रबंधन, भूगर्भ के जो हमारे स्रोत हैं उनका ठीक से उपभोग हो, जो पानी हम अलग अलग क्षेत्र में उपयोग में लेते हैं उसका विवेकपूर्ण उपयोग हो और उसके साथ साथ में जो पानी उपयोग के बाद में निकलता है उसका ठीक से ट्रीटमेंट हो, तो हम जल सुरक्षित देश को बना सकते हैं।
जलवायु परिवर्तन का विशेष ध्यान रखते हुए नेशनल एक्शन प्लान ऑन क्लाइमेट चेंज के तहत नेशनल वाटर मिशन की स्थापना की गई, ताकि जल संरक्षण को बढ़ावा मिले, जल की बर्बादी को कम किया जा सके और राज्यों के भीतर एवं राज्यों के बीच जल का अधिक समान रूप से वितरण सुनिश्चित किया जा सके।
So very good afternoon. Like I said, 39th Water Talk today being organized by National Water Mission, Ministry of Jal Shakti, and is supported by Water Digest. I'm Anupma, the director and editor of Water Digest, and it's a proud moment that we are also part of this wonderful initiative of Ministry of Jal Shakti. While the series of Water Talk has seen various important topics which were where there were deliberations given by wonderful speakers, whether we talk about groundwater management, we talk about surface water management, we're talking about reviving the water bodies. We have seen the wonderful case studies where individuals have taken the initiatives and brought the community together, be it Hivre Bazaar, or we talk about Banda district in UP, where we've seen how the community has improved their respective water resources. And today, in that series, we have a wonderful topic, which is importance and rejuvenation of water bodies naturally. And we are proud to have with us Mr. Anand Maligwar, popularly known as Lake Man of India. Welcome, Anandji.
Thank
you. Before we start the program and hand it over to Anandji for hearing his insights and the way he has contributed in reviving various lakes, I now request Debashri Ma'am, Mission Director and Additional Secretary, Ministry of Jal Shakti, for her opening remarks. Over to you, Debashri Ma'am.
Thank you very much, Anupama ji. Anandji, it is a great pleasure to welcome you to this forum, and it is an honor to have you on Water Talk. I think Anandji's, today sharing the work that he does with all the listeners, all the people who watch Water Talk, is particularly appropriate at this moment because we can see various parts of the country struggling with extreme precipitation events. We're struggling with urban flooding. We're seeing Gujarat, we've seen Assam, we're seeing, in southern India, there are multiple cities that are struggling with urban flooding at this point. And with climate change, extreme precipitation events are going to be more and more common. So we need to find ways to manage urban flooding in general, but specifically urban flooding, because there we see huge damage within a small vicinity. So therefore, Anandji's talk today is particularly appropriate, particularly timely, and I think will be a learning experience for all of us. I think most of the listeners here are aware that since 2019, the government is implementing through the National Water Mission, the Jal Shakti Abhiyan Catch the Rain. This is prior to the onset of the monsoons. This is to nudge all stakeholders, states, districts, resident welfare associations, everybody who's involved in water management and water security to prepare for the rain so that we can make use of as much water as we can, conserve as much water as we can, recharge our groundwater, ensure that our surface water bodies are full, and at the same time, therefore, mitigate the impact of the extreme events, the huge amounts of rainfall that we see within a very short time that are being caused by climate change. One of the major priority areas, and with this we have been pushing for the last 3 years and we have seen some success of the Jal Shakti Abhiyan, is mapping and geotagging all water bodies. Now, I think all of us know that if water bodies are not mapped, geotagged, and entered into revenue records, they tend to disappear. If the community does not take charge of the water body, if the community is not involved in the management of the water bodies become irrelevant, they become dirty, polluted, and eventually they get built over, and we get the same issues of, so groundwater recharge is reduced, surface water storage is reduced, and overall water security of the community is impacted. I'm also happy to report that Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs is issuing, has actually prepared a database, geotag database of water bodies in 500 cities, which will help administrators, local residents, everybody to identify where the water body is and also look at the change in the water body year on year. Our water talks are a way of bringing in people who have worked in the field, who have shown through their actions how to improve water management. I have had the privilege of hearing a young colleague of Anandji's who came to our recent conference of civil society organizations. So I am abreast of his work. And I think that all our listeners, people who are joining us today, will be extremely enriched by what he has to share with us. Over to you now, Anandji, and thank you.
So just before Anandji starts, a quick background of Mr. Anand, techie turned lake conservationist who believes in the tagline, "It's time to care before streams are bare." Born in a small village of the Koppal district of northern Karnataka, who has worked constantly, and through his efforts, he has revived almost 15 lakes ecologically. And the plan is he wishes to rejuvenate about 35 more lakes by 2025. So without further ado, I will hand it over to Mr. Anand, who will be sharing how he has done it, where and how all this started, what was his journey, what are his technical interventions which he is applying as far as restoration of these water bodies are concerned. Also, he'll be showcasing the couple of water bodies, the lakes which he has revived during the course of the time. So over to you, Anandji.
Thank you. So namaste, all of you, and good evening, all of you. Spending your quality time towards Mother Earth. So hats off, Jal Shakti Ministry and central government is spending so much of time and energy, cost, a lot of people involvement in it, right? See, last 5-6 years, I seen drastic change and a huge awareness in the people actually. Water talk ho and the social media campaigns, people awareness and Namami Gange, all Amrut, Sarovar, lot of projects. Like it has become a great movement actually across the country. In fact, like 3 years back before pandemic, like a Swachh Bharat campaign, how it went off. It is even this Catch the Rain Where It Falls. This campaign, it's much effective and reached everyone. And even small kids, they ask me that uncle, आप वाटर रिवाइव कर रहे हैं क्या? जल शक्ति मिनिस्ट्री इतना मेहनत कर, हमने ये टाक देखा, वो टाक देखा, उन्होंने ऐसा किया. और बहुत सारे, especially like South Indians and all, we did not know Bauli, Guli and all, right? अलग अलग वैरायटी का जो वाटर बॉडीज होते किसी को पता नहीं था एक्चुअली. So hats off to Jal Shakti Ministry and the National Water Mission. All are one only. See, we have different name, but our goal and aim is one only. Okay. So thank you so much for me being here and giving me opportunity. Thank you so much. And what I'll do is generally I'll start with presentation. In the presentation, they talk about what is the process, what are the things they follow to achieve this, and what is the result. Now I am thinking like, first I want to show you the result, then I will show you, what I have done to achieve this. So this is the thing. And so great that huge support from the community, corporates, government. In fact, central government is pushing me a lot, right? For example, Amrut Sarovar and all, UP, Orissa, like Meghalaya, like all the states, I have been present because of you. Because everywhere you people are spreading and seeing that, we will be more engaged and we get more opportunity to work, and also we can bring big transformational changes. Like last 2 days back, Orissa government, entire senior citizens and senior officials, they all joined and they visited my lakes. Like almost they are rejuvenating 1,400 lakes. And their principal secretary, additional secretary, joint secretaries, all engineers, chief engineers, they all visited. They were so happy, they were proud. They said that, see, mindset is changed from the beautification of the lake to rejuvenation of the lake. It is because of you people. Because earlier people were thinking that only rejuvenation means beautification, just walking track, jogging track, curbstone, like all these things. Yes, they're all required to engage the community. Then only lakes and water bodies will survive. But that is not the core. Now we are talking about pure and water. So especially on rainwater harvesting, a lot of projects are getting implemented across different states. I have been interacting with all the states, most of the experts, government officials, and so alert there and so eagerly working, and they're enjoying this work. In fact, I visited 15 days back Kanpur. I seen earlier Kanpur, I seen now Kanpur, right? Namami Gange, that Ganga project. Earlier we used to see black color, horrible water and all, right? Now I went and washed my face. I just, like you can touch the water, you can feel the quality. It is all because of biggest, not by government is spending money and putting effort to remove. And this is a big awareness they brought. It is become a people moment. See, like we were talking about green planet. Now you are making it a blue planet. So it's great moment. So just I'm going to show you one small one lake. I'll show you like how it was, how I did, and how it is changed, right? To achieve that, then in PPT I'm going to show what are the technical and scientific things I followed, right? That is the case study I'm going to show. Just for 1 minute, just you can have a video. Yeah. Okay. See, this is one of the lake called Margon Nadi Lake, which recently rejuvenated. And if you see this lake, it was in a pathetic, horrible condition. It was like it was having about 8 to 12 MLD sewage entering in. And last few years, it was dead actually. See, it was like this, full of hyacinth, full of sludge. There is no capacity holding, right? And you can see the dry hyacinth and all, it was in a pathetic condition. And in fact, it is after dewatering actually. If you see, after dewatering, it is this situation. And if you see one more small video. You can see here. After dewatering of around 8 feet of sewage. So this was the condition. So this particular lake, like last few years, we tried our level best to rejuvenate it. We tried all the activated microbes, these, that, and everything we tried. We didn't succeed. Finally, we took a call to completely, dewater, desilt, and separate, rainwater and sewage water. So how we separate and all in next presentation slides I'm going to show you. And with the help of JSW Foundation, we started this lake from the October 9th. Within 72 working days, we brought this lake to this level. Here you will not going to find any concrete except pipes, and below pipe that concrete, and you will not find any grills or anything, only soil, water and aquatic plants. What you are seeing is this is a sewage water 12 MLD, which we separated sewage water, which we separated rainwater lake. What you are seeing in the front is a complete rainwater lake. So 80% of the rainwater lake is connected to all rainwater catchments. And the left side, what you see is that is a natural filtration system. Right? We have a lagoon 1, lagoon 2. Next pictures I'm going to show you how we have created lagoon, how we are using aquatic plants, right? Like how we trap plastic, thermocol, PET bottles, then how we created canal, how we put a hydroponics concept of floating wetlands, and how we get purify, that I'll show you. So this is what we did. And after that, it looks like this. See, this is one of the lake called Bingipura Lake, which we rejuvenated 1 year back. When we rejuvenated, before it was like this, after muddy and kind of thing, and later on, how we changed this. To control the soil erosion, we do not use any stone pitching, concretes, grills or anything. We keep a natural slope of 1:4. And this is the plant called Wadelia plant. And it never grow very invasive. And 9 months it will have a flower. It is zero maintenance. It never allows any weed to grow, other including Parthenium. Whole 9 months it will be like this. And you can see water quality of the lake. So we use very, very, very less, stones and other things, because stone will heat up the water and they increase the evaporation, and definitely it never help for the ecosystem. Only to control the soil erosion, we put this stone pitching, and it is a huge cost. So my goal is that less cost, less time, and simple way and sustainable way, how we can rejuvenate the lake. You can see this is the water quality, and with a native species of fruits, flowers, medicinal plants, right? Flower bearings. So this can be done.
Take so much time.
And here there is one garden for 29 acres of lake. Right? There is no much maintenance. We never maintained it. We never cut it. And as per me, what's supposed to be lake water, you can see here. See this Margondanhalli lake, where you've seen first video, it has become like this now. So my aim is that instead of working on beautification of concretization, steel structures, open gym, other things and all, I want to work on water. I want to have a crystal clear water, good quality aquatic life. There's supposed to be nice forest around it, and they're supposed to be, like a ecosystem built naturally, so that they recharge the aquifers. They help for the, the birds, butterflies, bees. All 84 crore species. Water bodies are the main sources. You see the water quality of this lake. So like this, 15 projects I completed, which is almost 280 acres of barren land and sludge area, 1,850 crores of water holding capacity I created, around 32 villages it got help, more than 18,500 borewells has been recharged, and Here, one special thing is most of the 13 lakes I rejuvenated under the corporate CSR support of, a lot of corporate supported, and also 2 lakes I did with the this thing with the crowdfunding. So I didn't spend money from the any government or anything. So these are all CSR projects, and now I'm going to show you like how this can be done and how we achieved it, right? So I'll just open my slide. Yes, so this is, you can able to see the screen, right? So this is my lake. It is with a forest, grass, good quality water, island for the birds, like that. So I basically work on urban, semi-urban, and rural lakes. There are 3 type of lakes, right? So urban lakes, if you see, most of them are highly encroached, built, and they are very expensive to clear the encroachment. And also they are highly contaminated. And we are trying to rejuvenate these lakes, purify the water with the natural biological sewage treatment, which, without electricity, STP, chemicals, or anything, how we can purify the water. That is what I'm working. Few lakes I have already done it, and also out of this sewage water, kids are swimming in it. So up to that level we brought. If you go to Anand Maligod YouTube, you can see kids are swimming in the treated water, right? And second one is semi-urban lake. They are partially encroached actually. If you see, now these apartment views, these, that, and all coming, they started connecting sewage into it, and slowly they are encroaching. So that is the condition, and they are about to contaminate now. And there, what we are doing, there are 2 type of lakes: one dry dead lakes, one filled with sewage lakes, right? Dry dead lakes we are taking up and we desilting it, and most of the channels has been closed and encroached. We are opening it and trying to bring more water and trying to hold the water entire 12 months, so that there will be good water to create a microclimate, as well as percolating and recharging the aquifers. And rural lakes, they are also partially encroached. There is no much buildings and all. It is easy to clear the encroachment, and they are also contaminated like urban lakes because of huge utilization of the fertilizer, pesticides, and a lot of biomass from the agriculture land, and as well as lot of village roads are concretized, and they are all sewage and plastic, everything is flowing into these lakes, and they are also in same pathetic condition. And basic process of lake rejuvenation, which I follow. Actually, different people, they follow different type of methodologies to implement, achieve their goals, right? So what I do is, first we identify the lake. To identify the lake, what I do is I go to Google Maps and I'll check what are the water bodies available. I make a list. And also, second, in Bangalore, in Karnataka, there is one app called Dishank. Dishank is the best app, which it is a survey app. Just if you open that app and start moving around, it will show you the border areas of the lake, everything it can show you. So I use Dishank app. And also, I take a lot of citizens' help actually. So I go meet people. They tell me, sir, our village we have map, our village we have lake, here we have kunta, here you have pond and all. What I tell them is simple. I ask them to go to that lake and send a WhatsApp location. Enough. So once they send a WhatsApp location, then I start researching on that lake, and I go into Google. I check the topography, how city is there, what kind of surrounding catchment is there. I check that, and after that, I visit that lake and observe that water quality, how it is. It is a rainwater, or it is getting dried up in summer, or how is the flora fauna surrounding, what is the catchment available surrounding, and also inflow of the water. Based on the inflow of water, we check what is back. Say for example, inflow, you can get a lot of witnesses, right? So you'll get some seed, straw, something, lot of things, based on that we can observe that, okay, what is backside, if there is a sewage entry and other thing, based on that we judge. And also, after that I engage the community. I talk to villagers, I make a team. I like-minded people will join me. It is immaterial, like there is no kids or middle age or old age. So all I take them into confidence. I create a team. Then I go to each and every crook and corner, I gather the lot of information from them. So how this lake was 40 years back, like what were you doing, how were agriculture, what were the fishes were there, what was tree were there, up to where water spread area was there, right? Whether you were using it for drinking, bathing, or animal, all those data I collect with the people. And after that, I create a basic plan of rejuvenation, like a detailed project report. It will not be too very big kind of thing. We create a basic design, like for example, this entire lake survey map we take when we make one small drawing, like how lake, it's supposed to be rejuvenated, what is the equipments cost, all those things make on the project report. After that, we start pitching for the funds. Most of my friends are like CSR and crowdfunding. And nowadays, of course, now I am working with different states, different stakeholders. Like I am working with governments, right? So once that is done, then I start talking to governments that this is what the lakes, this is what's the pond, and this is what the cost required, and I will help in executing, and can you join me? That way, that is done. And basic approvals we take. There are BBMP limit lakes, BDA limit lakes, right? There is a Jilla Panchayat, minor irrigation, KTCDA, Gram Panchayat. But most powerful is Gram Panchayat. What I do is I go to Gram Panchayat, I join with members, I call chairman, PDO, secretaries and all. I spend with time with them. I explain them how it's supposed to be done. After that, I take team into the lake. So I tell them we plan, then I get approval. Once approval is in my hand, then we do every house I go, generally like 450, 500 houses I go and I tell them that, see, this is what we are trying to do. This is what our plan is. We need your support. We need your, because it's supposed to be your lake, and you should be owner of it, not Anand Malligwad or whoever corporate rejuvenating. It should be people lake. So all those things I engage. I do one small Bhumi Pujan. Then first job what I do is I do de-weeding. Like de-weeding means not removing native, sort of plants, which good plants and all. Like most of the areas you will get a Parthenium, Lantana, such kind of invasive plants. We do de-weeding, and after that we start dewatering. Like if that lake is already having a dirt water and all, we do dewatering. While dewatering process, slowly we daily basis we reduce little water, and after that we start the desilting. In desilting, there will be about 3 layers. I'll going to tell in next slides. And after that, we take up bund strengthening. Whatever desilting we do, we utilize this entire mud into bund strengthening. And we never give any mud to anyone because these are all urban areas. We don't want to take a risk. People may use this mud into commercial purpose and all. Like especially in villages and all, I heard that they take it for farming land and all, because this is a rich nutrient, very good soil. But in Bangalore city, I didn't give anyone. So whatever 3 lakh, 4 lakh or 2 lakh cubic meter mud we remove, we create a bund around the lake and bund strengthening. Then we work on inlets and outlets. We dug up a lot of Rajnalas, kilometers together, see that we do survey. A lot of people are encroached. We clear the encroachment, and we create a silt trap before entering into lake, and we put pipes so that plastic, biomass, or any silt should not enter into the lake. And we create lagoons, right? Lagoons, so that we can trap the all biomass, and pure water should go to the lake. And also same way outlet also we recondition it. Generally we do not touch 2 areas. One is inlet and one is waste wear levels. Say waste wear and inlet, if you make it up and down, then entire thing will get imbalanced, right? Basically, like if you reduce the height of the inlet, then lake water holding capacity will reduce. If you increase it, then back flooding will be there. Same way waste wear side, if you do imbalance, there will be. So we keep both standard, and inside we work more deeper or whatever needed. And also after that, we in the slopes, generally people do stone pitching. So stone pitching we don't do it because you blast some hill, and you disturb the plate, and also you burn fossil fuel, increase the carbon footprint and bring it to the lake. And it is a fatigue job it is a lot of time consuming days, and you do stone pitching to only control the soil erosion. So soil erosion control, and also it is a huge cost. See, like a 1 crore, 1.5 crore rupees, only stone pitching it will be cost. So our idea is in a less cost, less time, sustainable way we do it, and ecologically, so that we can do more number of lakes, and more number of beneficiaries will be getting benefited. So that way, this Odiolia plants also we don't bring it from nursery. We go to some canals and some of lakes areas and all. We put a labor, we pluck it from there, and we plant it every 1 feet, 1 feet, and we water them 12 days or maximum 15 days. After that, they all get spread. Once it is spread, you need not to maintain it. So it will take its own. It control the soil erosion. It also bring a lot of bees and butterflies, increase the pollinators, and it won't allow any invasive plants, and also a lot of benefit it gives. So Odiolia plantation we do in slopes, so that then the 14th item is tree plantation. We plant all native fruits, flower bearing and medicinal plants, so that we will not want to use any of the ornamental and other plants. And also in tree plantation we use a lot of volunteers. Actually, in lake rejuvenation we don't use any volunteers, except initially some plug run and other things, and removing plastic papers and all, some volunteering purpose we use. Otherwise, we use earth movers, trucks, JCB, and such a heavy equipment, so that work can be done faster. Because all the lakes are rejuvenated in a minimum is 45 days, maximum is 72 days. Less than 72 days we complete it. So that way, to speed up the work, humans, it is very difficult. What we do is, in a plantation, there should not be any automation. There is no automation at all. It should be planted with love and affection, so that trees and plants will grow well. And a lot of students we bring in, techie employees, surrounding villagers, a lot of people we bring in and do volunteering. And next is developing aquaculture. Basically, like we do not bring any fishes from the aquariums, sorry, fisheries department, and they are for eating purpose, and they grow big and all. What we do is, from one lake to other lake, we try to transfer the native fishes. Like native fishes, they survive longer time, and they are also good for the aquaculture. So also we try to retain existing any water is there. If there is a life, while desilting itself, we create a separate area. There we move the water, like all the fishes and all, we keep safely there. Once again rainwater fills, again it will start multiplying. That is also we do. And another thing is, we do not use any STP or anything. We follow the method of natural sewage treatment system. That I'm going to explain you how it is going to work. This is the basic 16 items which we follow, and it is a generic. And if you see, this is not a standard. Like for example, each lake and catchment, topography, condition, soil condition, right, and surrounding hutments, based on that keep on changing. Like my 23 lakes are got 23 designs, right? It cannot be just standard patternized. So what I do is, based on the different lake situation, we design different concepts, so that they all become model lake. They can sustain, scientifically and technically. And also all the youngsters, youth who wants to rejuvenate their lake, and they can just compare this model and they can implement it. So that way we do. And 1 minute. Okay. So if you see design parameters, if you see whatever water body, water spread area is there, we never reduce it. In fact, we increase the water spread area. But there are a lot of encroachment. 99% of the lakes are encroached. And once we clear the encroachment, there will be different odd shapes and all. Those odd shapes, whatever desilted mud we remove, and we create a native forest in it. So 80% of the water body, 20% of the afforestation, so that it bring water and forest is there, then automatically wildlife will going to increase, right? And also desilting, if you see, there will be about 3 layers of different soils, in especially Bangalore and other areas. First, you will have a clay around 1 to 1.5 meters roughly. I seen there is a clay somewhere 900. There is a clay that is a very rich nutrient and a very good for fertilizer, except if there is no any heavy metals, chemicals, or anything is not there. So if it is chemicals or anything is there, heavy metal is there, toxins is there, then it is not good. But most of our lakes are sewage lakes, so we remove that layer and use it for afforestation purpose all around the lake. and so that we don't use any fertilizers and other thing for our forest. And second layer is clay with gravel. We create a walking track, maybe one small island, which island should not be created in everywhere. Reason is it reduce the water holding capacity islands. So out of 30 lakes or 20 lakes surrounding, one lake we design for only birds. We create a more islands so that it will help for the birds, right? So then third layer is gravel. So what we do is instead of putting a interlocking tile, curbstone or anything, we put this gravel in the top layer so that gravel will not have a weed seeds or anything. There will not be multiplication of the weed. Also, it is non-sticky and it also percolate the water whatever rain falls. Even rain time also people can walk comfortably. It will not be sticky. So these kind of 3 layers we do desilting. And if you see my basic designs, like most of the Bangalore lakes are man-made, and you see outlet side there will be slopes like this, and outlet side there will be bunds. So there will be 2 waste wire, left, right, and in between there is a one irrigation purpose. There will be tube. So what we do is, and most of the roads are created in the bund side only. What we do is this road we leave it, and we don't go for these grills and other metal things and all, because they're expensive items. Project cost will going to shoot up, and they're all temporary items, like they will get rust, people will steal it. So lot many things happens. That is why what we follow is bamboo and bougainvillea. It is called biofencing. Bamboo and bougainvillea we plant so that it acts as a barrier. Also, people can't throw anything inside the lake. Also, the more you cut bamboo, we can promote the bamboo products, right? So we promote bamboo products. The more you cut, the more it grows. Also, it is a good for the birds nesting actually. So that way we use bamboo and bougainvillea, and whatever we don't use any of the grills compound and all this, whatever earth natural ground level we raise about 5 to 7 feet walking track so that people cannot encroach, because that is acting as a border, right? So we use that, and both side we planted trees. Water body side we will have a medium canopy, other side we will have a higher canopy plants, so that it will be covered always, and people can walk, they can jog in this, they can sit in this thing. And also a lot of birds and bees, butterflies, fruits will be there. And also, if you see these, we also create one more step here with the board. One is that it strengthens the step of 10 feet, and desilted mud can be utilized here, as well as there will not be direct water body. If any family or somebody, animals or birds or anything, so suddenly they should not get into water. There will be, in Bangalore, when we desilt, we'll get most of the time some stones and all. If we get a stones, we pitch it non-water area. So not definitely water area, so that there will be interference, and comfortably parents can walk around without fear of the kids. They don't directly get into water. And after that, the second layer, we put a shrubs variety, which a lot of flower bearing and other things, so that a lot of bees, butterflies will be there, and also it acts as a second layer barrier. So no need of metal fencing here. Then this slope, whatever is there, instead of 1:2, 1:1, 1.5, it is a 2 steep slopes, and suddenly animals and anybody can get in, and kids get in and harmful, and birds can't sit, and they can't do fishing and all. So that is why what we do is natural slopes we create, so that there will be Wadelia plants, which I showed you. There will be vetiver grass, and nowadays I'm started planting pudina. Pudina is the permanent plant actually. It is not seasonal, right? If you plant a pudina, it will control the soil erosion. It will also give a best fragrance of the lake, and also it help the ecosystem. But only drawback with pudina is there will not be flowers, so there will not be bees, right? Butterflies. That is why what we do is pudina we plant 1 meter, and rest we plant Wadelia, so that it can give a best fragrance, and also people can pluck and they can sell it, they can earn out of it, so that pudina can be promoted more, which is very good Ayurvedic material. So this way we do it. And see, this is one of the lake called Nanjapura Lake, 18 acres. This is a dry dead lake case study, right? So last 40 years, there was no single drop of water. You can see this lake design. This is the main source of water. What we did is here we have a disturbance with the boulder, stones and all, whatever chappals, plastic, paste, brush, old tattoo, so many things flow in the water. it will be trapped here. And after that, earthen bund only we have dug up in a tropozoid system of the earthen bunds. And also we put a earthen bunds only here. We created one V notch here. So first water will come, fill, settle, then second it will fill and settle, third it will fill and settle. By the time it come to main lake, all the silt will be trapped in initial stage only. So it is a water body only again. So we don't have any concretization. It is a full mud. So whole idea is that this lake should not have any silt in future. So because if 18 acres it gets spread, it is very difficult to desilt later stage, right? But only this 3 years, 4 years once you can desilt it. 5, 6 years once you can desilt this area in a summer season, right? So that is done. And biomass, everything will be trapped here. And you can see this marked area, that is for only percolation purpose, right? So basically like if you completely damage the mother earth, then heavy percolation will take place. In the summer, the lakes will go dry. So we have to balance percolation and evaporation rating both. So what we do is certain area just we dug up in such a way that they percolate water, so that entire year there will be water in it. It's like a rainy season 95%, winter season it should fall down to 75, then summer it's supposed to be 50. So if it is always 100, also dangerous, because it will become a stagnant water. So it has to be cycled, right? That is one. And you can see natural slope. Most of my lakes are kids friendly lake, animals friendly lake. See, when you go inside the lake, kids, if there is a sudden depth, there will be injury, there will be fatal or anything, right? So if it is a natural slope lake, and kids can aram se go and aram se they can come. And also lot of birds can sit in the shores and they can catch their food. And see, most of the birds and animals and microorganisms, they do our lot of job. When we block them, then we will have to do their job. So it is the thing. And also you can see here, this is the silt trap, and it is a agriculture land. So that is why I was telling each lake different designs, and theme will be same. And here you can see we have done a natural silt trap. Silt trap, if you construct with stone, concrete or anything, what happens? Then when you want to desilt it, you have to use manpower. Manpower is more expensive, and it is depending upon efficiency of the region. So rather than that, you take a earth mower or JCB, and in 1 hour you can able to desilt it. So this is what we have do. And after that, directly, if heavy flow is there, it goes to lake. Otherwise, it come to this pond. This pond is idle immersion pond, toddler swimming pool, as well as second level of silt trap. And whatever stones we put here, because Vadeli and all, if you put, maybe kids will be swimming, they will be afraid, there might be snakes or anything. That is why we did a stone pitching here, right? And a multi-layer, they get purified. So this is how we do, and this is how lake get fill up. And also if you see these slopes also, here I tried nephew grass. Nephew grass, why I tried is this 40 years, because of this empty lake, lot of grazers, like cow cattle, all those things are there. So suddenly if I make a water body, then they will have a problem for grazing. That is why what I did is I put a full of grass here, so people can cut, and 700 to 800 cows they can do dairy farming and all. For that purpose also it is useful. And also it control the soil erosion. The more they cut, the more erosion will be controlled. And this is a Bingipura lake, 28 acres. This is a model of sewage lake. If you see, this entire 28 acres lake was filled with a sewage. Why it is so much sewage is 80% of the rainwater comes, 20% of the sewage will come and join with it, and 100% it become a full sewage. And here a lot of fishes used to die because of less dissolved oxygen, and BOD, COD, and pH level is imbalanced, right? So TDS level is very high. It was in pathetic. So it is concept like 200 liter milk we have, just 2 drop of lemon if you put, how it become paneer, like that it becomes. So that is why what I did is, you can see here second picture. So I released entire water slowly without creating turbidity, so that and thin water will go to the next lake. See, I also rejuvenate lakes step by step. Next slides I will show you. So this released water, again that lake I rejuvenate. Again that lake I rejuvenate it, so that there will not be problem. I'll tell you. And also this released, and we desilted completely. And also you can see these are all the lagoons. Rainwater catchments are here and here. There are 6 rainwater catchments here. So we created a lagoon. First water will come, it gets settled. There is a pipe here. From pipe it goes to lake. And same way here. Same way other place. You can see round shape. That is the percolation area where we damage the Mother Earth, so that much only water will percolate. So that entire season there will be water in it. And also two small rains, three small rains, it will get filled up. And you can see other area here, black area. There I created a compartments like a trapezoid type and also meandering type. So water will flow from one to one in a meandering system, and from this end to, and by the time it comes this end, it will take 8 days. I created delay in it. So here silt will be trapped. Then there is a floating wetlands, there is a native wetlands, and here there is a place for aeration naturally, and it is exposed to ultraviolets. By the time it come out, the treated water, we use it for all the plants watering purpose. Rest of the water slowly flow into next lake, so that in the canal itself 2 kilometers when it flows, it naturally get purified. So that way we do. And you can see third picture, that result, how it looks, right? You can see that black water area is a complete treatment area. Then naturally here no electricity, no chemical. See, the moment we put a chlorine, we also kill aerobic, we also kill anaerobic. So instead of that, we expose it to ultraviolets of the sun, so that anaerobic will die, so that anaerobic will reduce, aerobic will increase. Aerobic, when it's there, methane gas will be reduced. So that concept, you can see black water slowly changes here, and also you can see green, and next it goes to natural. So here most of the Bangaloreans can visit this lake Bingipura. There is one masjid here. Always, like, a lot of kids are swimming in the sewage water lake. So that is the thing. And even, in fact, UP Chief Secretary came, Mr. Durga Prasad Mishra sir. When he witnessed by the eyes, I put that video into the YouTube channel of Anand Malikwad. Just you can have a look at it. This is the case study of sewage water. So this way, I was talking about, like, this is a Bangalore city. I started from the south zone here. Reason is, here there is a huge forest, Bannerghatta forest. So I start, changing things here. So it will get merged faster, ecologically faster, because there are peacocks, birds, everything, and there is a good water. So I started doing, and all around the Bangalore, I am coming down. So I'm in south, east, west, north now. Everywhere I'm rejuvenating, so that ecosystem will get merged faster in the ring of the outer, and so that inside lakes can be slowly changed. That is why semi-urban lakes I am more concentrating. And if you see, I don't do one lake here, one lake there, because Bangalore lakes are interconnected, because it is in a 940 meters above the sea level, and there are valleys, and they are all interconnected. See, for example, this is a ridge lake. That is a Gavi first full, and then it overflows to Vapsandra. Vapsandra overflows to Kalsanali. Kalsanali to Bandenalsandra. From here it goes to Hennagara. Like that, I call this is a stream 1, stream 2. Like 11 streams, 45 lakes I have identified. By doing that 45 lakes, I can save this 450 acres lake. That is called Hennagara Lake. If I start rejuvenating 450 acres lake, I will be required hundreds of crores and 5-6 years duration. And also, it is not sustainable, because from here bad water is entering inside, then it will going to spoil this. So that is why what I am doing is, each lake I am holding rainwater separate, and sewage water naturally I am treating. By the time first lake come here, it will become crystal clear. So this is what stream wise I am working on the lakes. From Hennagara, it goes to Kachanayaknalli to Chandapur to Mutyanallur. That is a 1,800 acres lake that it can be saved naturally. And from there it goes to Penniya River. So instead of doing river rejuvenation and larger lakes by spending more money, more time, so we are working from the roots, from the ridge, so that entire system can be changed. That is how I am working here. And also, this is the lake of Nanjapura, how it was. Like, for example, this was an inlet, this was sub inlet, this was outlet. Like, this lake was dead dry like this, and we did a survey of the lake completely by the using survey records, and cleared the encroachment. As of now, out of 23 lakes, I cleared about 43 acres of encroachment, which is each costing 5 crores. And there is no litigation, there is no cases, or no police, no disturbance. I take 90% of the villagers, 10% these people's, like encroachers, we handle them. Low hanging fruit first we clear. Some people bring influence, some people fight and all. Smoothly, coolly, calmly, we talk to them, we make them realize, and slowly we remove them. So this is how we clear the encroachment also. And my design will be very simple, right? And so most of my supervisors are 10th plus 2, like that people, right? So operators and all, they don't understand section details and all. Of course we will have section drawings and all with us, and this kind of drawing I do simple. There is a water entering, there is a filtration system, then there will be walking track like this, there is a lagoon, and there will be forest and filtration system. All those things we give on a simple way so that they can understand better. And see, the same Nanjapura, last 40 years, it was a grazing land. There was no single drop of water. And same Nanjapura, you see how we have done a desilting. Almost 3 times we created a water holding capacity. You can see natural slopes and other thing. And this is the silt trap come toddlers and come idle immersion tank, right? We have given a step for them to safety and other things, so that when you have safety here, kids will not get into this lake. So this is what it was dried, and once we did, and after immediately monsoon, it got filled up like this. And you can see this nephew grass, which is utilized by the grazers. And that is one lake. And this is my first lake of 36 acre. I rejuvenated this entire lake in a 45 days, less than 95 lakhs. And last 6 years, as of today, it is the best crystal clear lake. And if you see, this was a main bund was there, and I removed 2,40,000 cubic meter of mud. Each islands are designed for particular birds, like a predator birds we have put up bigger trees, and smaller birds we put a Singapore cherry and covered canopy so that they will be safe. And each island there will be flowers, there will be fruits, there will be heavy plant in between, there will be shrubs, so that there will be fly comes, they eat, like we have created such a ecosystem that nobody can go and poach their birds or anything, eggs and all. Like that, predator birds generally prefer longer trees where they sit in the tall area and they monitor everything. That is islands. And you can see here, this is a lotus I planted, which is working as a wetland. And also it purify the water, it control the evaporation rating. It also, the economy of the surrounding villages, they pluck the flower and they gain a lot of every day some money, so that they connected. And see, people are going here in the road with vehicles and all, they can't throw plastic and all here, because they get, lotus will get damaged, and these localites will going to take action on them. That way I connected this. And also this is a traditional forest I created, this is a Miyawaki forest I created, this is a grassland I created, this is a wetland, this is islands. So this lake is particularly designed for birds and ecosystem, right? So every lake we should not do islands, because they reduce the water holding capacity. Out of 10 square kilometer or 20 square kilometer, out of 30 lakes, 1 lake we can design like this. And also you can see here idle immersion tank outlet when it overflows, and you can see here inlet right, inlet left, inlet center. Kilometers together I dug up. In a 2017 I rejuvenated it. 2017 April, June I did a plantation of 18,000 saplings with 1,500 people in a 1 hour 45 minutes. And 9.5 days this lake got filled up. As of now, last 6 years, it is always full with the water, and it is maintaining that. In summer it dropped down, rainy season, that all the act is going on. And it looks like this with a crystal clear water as of now. Then a lot of people come, they connected to lake. Some people also wash the cloth. It is a huge large area lake, does not matter for us. This is a lotus area, and this is a Miyawaki forest. In this lake there was no one single tree. Now 65 variety of trees, around 18,500 variety of saplings. They all grown 40 feet, right? With the help of Setris Environmental Trust, we did a plantation. This is a grassland, this is a island. And you can see a lot of already fruits started coming. Villagers are enjoying with fruits like birds, mammals, monkeys. Like this is a Wadelia. This is a lot of butterflies, a lot of kingfisher, because of from ½ inch to about 3 feet, 15 kg fishes available in the lake. So this is a different, one more lake above the Kalasnadi. Here you have a silt trap. Here you have 8 feet zone. This is 16 feet zone. This is a 32 feet zone. This is a just wetland of 2 feet, 2-3 feet, and small one island here. and whatever water comes from the village sewage, it is naturally get purified here. Just earthen bund I put. By the time it reach here, it goes to outlet. From outlet, it goes to next lake. So, and also whatever desilted mud we used here for the walking track and all, and also you can see here Miyawaki forest we created. Initially, first lake and second lake I tried with stone pitching. By the time I realized that stone pitching is harmful for the lake, then I stopped it from the fourth lake. So this lake looks like this with a good quality of water, good quality of forest, and it is a natural wetland. Lot of birds will be there. Trees are all grown well, and it never got dried up. And this is my third lake. This is third lake called a Konsandra lake. It is about 16 acres lake. You can see this is a complete rainwater, and this is a complete sewage water. Naturally, it get purified and goes to the next lake. And this is a Gavi lake, which is about 3 acres, 3.5 acres lake. I did in a step well concept. Each step I put certain plants which they purify the water and they maintain it. This is a lake called Mane Lake, which is about 5 acres lake. It is made for wildlife drinking water. You can see anywhere no walking track and all, because this side is completely forest area. Lot of elephants, deers, peacocks and all, they come here, they drink water. This is a complete natural shallow lake designed for only wildlife. And there is a one photography point here where people cannot access this side. They can't just they can come and do it here. This is done by 10th standard, 3 girls, 1 boy. They did a crowdfunding for me. 10 lakh rupees they brought, and I teach them how to rejuvenate the lake. They rejuvenated. They went to United Nations. They presented this lake. They met Mr. Syed Akbaruddin in the United Nations, and also he appreciated and he tweeted about this kids initiative. See, generally we present a burning, frothing, dirt lakes and all. These kids went and they told that we rejuvenated this lake and our life will be dedicated to this thing. 3 girls and 1 boy, within 27 days they collected 10 lakh rupees. So this is how we rejuvenated this lake. And also this lake looks like this. And also this is a Nanjapura lake. I told you once water got filled up, it's shallow, and a lot of nesting because of that nephew grass. A lot of nephew grass is there. A lot of birds, hummingbirds, they remove their stems and all. They do a lot of nesting there. You'll find thousands of hummingbirds there. And this is called a one more Harosiddhapura lake. This 35 acres, 36 acres lake, I rejuvenated in a less than 46 lakhs. And I created, see, this was a pathetic, horrible condition like this with algal blooms, so many things. We did like this completely. In the Corona lockdown time, entire India closed. I rejuvenated 4 lakes in Corona. Did not stop. From 2017, I started this journey, except January 26th. As of now, not one day we stopped the work. Continuously, God grace, my lake journey is going on. And also this lake looks like this now with a beautiful, but this water looks like a blue. It is a problem of technical drone shot. Actually, this water quality is muddy. Actually, when you take a high level shot, that bluish come. So here I did a natural filtration system horizontally. Then here it is a fully rainwater lake. There is a forest islands here, Miyawaki lagoons, everything. And you can see here from here sewage step by step enter. Slowly with the wetland it get diluted and it joined to the main lake, so that धीरे 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 उसका अंदर ये अच्छा पानी आके मिलते मिलते it changes it. And here in between I created islands for the birds, right? There is a lagoon here. So that watercolor is this, not actually this. This is a drone problem. And also you can see a lot of birds, natural this thing, like a lot of bamboos we planted for the birds and all, right? So this is one more lake called 47 acres lake. It is rejuvenated in 2020. So this was having a zero water, full of dump yard, and forest department planted full of forest here. So they were thinking that there is no water and all. If we don't create a forestation, people will encroach. So when it comes to my this thing, and I removed all invasive plants like Juliflora, like eucalyptus, right? Like all these things. And all the good plants, I created an island. And without reducing the water holding capacity, 11,80,000 cubic meter of water holding capacity we kept. And this lake is become like this. Again, it is not a blue color. It is a drone problem. Actually, water is in a muddy color. And it is called mini Pattaya of Bangalore. We kept a name actually. So these are all islands because of these trees grown and all. I did not want to kill them, and I created a lot of islands here. I also subsequently created a forest here, and this entire 47 acres lake I rejuvenated in a less than 3 crore rupees. We removed about 5 to 7 lakh cubic meter of soil, and it looks like this. It is one of the, and it helped a lot. You can see here, this is a walking track. This is the second step. This is a Vadelia area. This side we have put a natural grass. So we have created lagoon wherever sewage is entering here. And this is a kids play area, senior citizen area we created. So, and these are all the islands we created. And this is one more lake called Devasandra, which is 31 acres. In less than 1 crore we rejuvenated. It was fully spoiled with the hyacinth and other thing. We cleaned it like this. And a complete lake we transformed in 75 working days, and it become a full of water in the next 3 months. And a lot of birds you see there, a lot of animals drinking water, a lot of borewells has been recharged. And we also planted a lot of trees here, thousands of trees with the help of Setris Environmental Trust. We created a dense forest here so that water and ecosystem. And this is a Nanjapura lake, which I showed you. See, this is the best quality water, which rainwater comes. I trapped here, and I created a space slope here so that a lot of villagers, cows, cattle, and all these goats and all, they come here, they drink water here. And this is a rainwater here. This is a sewage water. See, you can see this black water. By the time you reach here, you can see both mud water and both are same. So this is the power of our nature. This is the power of our plants. This is the power of our sun. This is the power of our soil, microorganisms. You see this black water, without anything, it is changing into this color, and people are swimming in the sand. Anybody can walk into my lake and they can observe it. And see water quality of the rainwater. You can see small aquatic plants inside. It is visible, right? So turbidity of the water so good and so crystal clear. Feel so happy to see this. And also lake looks like this. And this is one more lake called Komsandra Lake. PUC first year girl came to Bingipura Lake to see my work, to do a project report. She got inspired. She went and she inspired her parents. And these are all the articles available in the Google. 11th standard girl rejuvenated Komsandra Lake. That you can read the article, you get more information. That girl went and inspired her parents. She brought about 40 lakh rupees. And she wanted to rejuvenate lake and learn the lake. So complete I teached her. Around 12 classes I took and teached her. I took her life. I teached her how to rejuvenate lake. So this entire lake is rejuvenated by 11th standard girl actually. And you see this has become like this, right? Full of, we transformed this entire thing in a 63 working days. Complete, we made a natural habitat. There were a lot of trees and all. We just retained them as a small islands. Right, so you can see here there are two things. Water is here. One is this is a KC Valley treated water. They are filling the lakes. That water is coming. This is a rainwater. If you directly mix it, it will get spoiled. So slowly, proportionately, we are mixing both. We created a lot of here wetland plants, all those things, aquatic plants. Excess nutrients like NPK, sulfur, and all they keep observing, and it is exposed to nature, and it goes out to the next lake. And you can see here, this is a purely made for the cows and cattle's drinking water, for animals. So since it is a comfortable place, nobody comes and drink here water, nobody graze. So that there is one borewell here near the temple. Last 10-12 years, there were no single drop of water. They were getting a water for the village from 15-20 kilometers by spending 45 lakh rupees pumping station. But after this 6 months only, they got full water. Now they stopped that and they are using this water only. So this is what, and there are 4 or 5 houses. They have got full water in this lake. And this is a Margonelli Lake, which I talked about. JSW first video I showed you. You see this. This is a full hyacinth, dry dead. There is a bed of about 2 feet, and above that, a lot of gray herons and so many birds used to be there. And bottom there is a water. This is a sewage. From here it is a 12 feet of water was filled, and it was in horrible. You can see this pond. I tried activated microbes and so many things I tried with this water. It did not work. Finally, I did like this. So this is happened in a 72 working days. You can see here first water enters, they will get, it is a tropozoa type of lagoon. They get settled here, then it come to second settle here. Slowly here there is a floating wetlands and other thing, and they get settled there, then again get purified. And so this comes here. See, this lake is rejuvenated in a just JSW's 1.9 crores. Out of that 20 lakhs went GST, 1.7 crores we could able to do complete job. And also you see none of the trucks we could able to use. 10 earth movers is shifted mud up to this end from this end. So this is a fully sewage water. This is a rainwater completely. And also this required about 2,40,000 cubic meter of water. What we did is, there is a catchment here. You can see here pipes. And here also there are a lot of silt traps. So silt will be trapped. Then again second level silt trap. Then water will flow into the lake. But today if you see, this entire lake is having about 2.5 feet water in a just 7 rains. So expected heavy rains this year, it will going to fill up full lake. And it looks like this in a side. And this is the next lake above the this lake, Margonda Lake. This is called Sikaripalya. It was a dead, pathetic 12 MD, full of sewage and horrible lake. This year we took with the help of Samsung, and we made like this. So in continuously non-stop we worked. There were huge encroachment in this lake, and you can see here there are 10,000 trucks of plastic and things are dumped here, and there was huge nuisance here, lot of encroachment here. You can see all these slums are built in the you can see these slums are built in the lake bed only. We cleared about 32 houses, and we cleared about all the encroachment, and it become like this now. So their villager says after 22 years, first time their kids are swimming. You can see kids here. There are 2 kids are swimming in this. So it is become a swimmable lake. And you can see here, this is what water quality, and still another 15 days we are completing this project. It is a 20 acres, and it is rejuvenated in a 1.7 crores. And also this is called Gollali Lake. You can see here, this is a main road. You can see here lot of debris dumped in, and here lot of industrial sewage they used to put it into it. They spoiled the entire lake. With the help of Aero Electronics Limited, we rejuvenated this lake, and it become like this. So from this to this, we took about 2.5 months. We spent about 30-35 lakhs, and this lake is having full here Wadelia we planted now. They are all growing, and it become very crystal clear. And also here we did a fencing because of a main road. It is bamboo to grow. It will take some time. Immediately people were throwing waste. So now we are planning to plant here Wadelia and bamboo here. And this is a one more lake called Kalkere Lake. Pathetic 5 acres lake. With the help of Airbus, we are rejuvenating it. 14 to 15 feet sludge is here. It is in a horrible lake. We did a dewatering, desilting, everything. Work is going on. It is complete, silt type of thing. This silt, we are shifting it to farmers' land, as well as dry. We are using it for this thing, water, earthen burn purpose, and it changed like this. And this is one more lake called Sampigali Lake, which is 6 acres lake with the help of Nexus Malls. Here it is attached to National Park. You can see just here National Park is there, and there is a big forest is there. This is the first lake of National Park to city side. So it was full of horrible water holding capacity not there, lot of this thing, and we have changed it to this, and still work is going on. Probably another 1 week, 10 days, it will become best drinking water for the. Here you will find the everyday evening elephants and all these things come, they drink the water and go. So total thing is like 2016 I did a study of lakes. 1 year I visited about 180 lakes. These most of the knowledge is what I gained. It's not from book or Google. It's gained from the farmers, then cowboys, villagers, which is good plant, which is not good plant, what is better for you, what is not better for you, how it works, everything based on that knowledge I gained. 2017 I did one lake, 18 I did 1 lake, 19 I did 2 lakes, 19 I left my corporate job. I was getting about lakhs together salary, everything, and I was worked about 16 years in one of the automotive and aerospace industry. I was loving this job, and I was very happy with this. I was thinking like along with job, I did 4 lakes, so much of transformation. If I dedicate my full life to the lakes, say for example, 18 hours, if I start working for the lakes, I can change so many people's life. And I can do something wondrous to my mother nature. So I left, and 20 I did another 4 lakes, 21 I did another 4 lakes. So 22 is the best time for me. I am crossing more than 10 lakes in 1 year itself, right? And not only Bangalore, I started working in Ayodhya. 108 kunds I am rejuvenating in Ayodhya. And out of that 8 already we have taken. 100 is under Amrut, like approval. And also when the Tilotki Ganga, which is a 46-kilometer river, was vanished like Saraswati River. With the help of Ayodhya Development Authority, Ayodhya Municipal Corporation, UP government support, we have dug up the entire river. And this monsoon, there is no flood, and the water is flowing in it. And there is a one lake called Lal Diggi of 11 acres. Last 50 years, sludge is filled. Nobody could able to do that. So many contractors close together, money came, they failed. That lake I have taken, and they kept a 35 lakh rupees pump to pump water to the Saryu River. So now I am making a natural biological sewage treatment. Almost 50% is work is over. Another 50 will be over before monsoon. And also 165 acres in Ayodhya, that is called Samuda Bird Sanctuary. I am creating an international bird sanctuary. I am designing for Ramsar Convention style. That it is a very, very natural. There is no concrete, steel structures and all. Complete 1 meter shallow, 2 meter shallow, 3 meter shallow. Based on the different water levels, there will be life in it. So like that, I'm designing. I'm working in this thing Gorakhpur, which is Godai Nala. It is a 1,700 acres Ramgarh Talab. Instead of working on Ramgarh Talab, I am working on the tributary of that Godai Nala. Probably project got approved. It is a complete. We are making a natural eco bay of that. And also I'm working in Muradabad with the help of Muradabad Development Authority. 14 acres of lake. Naturally, I'm working on it. We are also working on Kanpur. Designing is in process. We are working in Lucknow. Like that, now I'll going to work with the Orissa government with 1,400 lakes with the Amrut projects and all. I'm helping them to do rejuvenate naturally. I have been appointed to the Meghalaya government as a advisory expert committee to the Meghalaya government based on the High Court and Governor's advice. And Monday I'm traveling to Meghalaya. I'm trying my level best to bring that is a fragile ecosystem in Meghalaya, Assam and other things. So I am dreaming now that Bangalore, how I started from south to complete round. Now I am thinking from Meghalaya, Assam to till Kanyakumari. My country should have a okay, sorry. My country should have full of water. We should have a very good ecosystem and want to do something. Yeah. So these are all the list of lakes, start date, and this is the cost what I given. And thank you. We go for question and answer.
Thank you so much, Anandji, for such a wonderful presentation. Very motivating, very inspiring. And I'm sure you can read the comments coming in the chat box. A lot of people have already volunteered. They want to get associated. You're doing such a great work. And people are volunteering here, appreciating your work and wanting to be a part of your initiative. So now the onus lies on you. How do you kind of also involve all these people who are already writing? You can read them that they are wanting to contribute. So, ma'am, with your permission, shall we start the question answer session?
Yes, please.
So we are starting the question answer session now. I have already received few questions in the chat box. However, you also have a choice of asking it. So maybe you can raise your hand. You have an option of raising your hand, and my team will unmute you, and you can put forward your query.
I request Mr. Pankaj, you may please ask your query. I request Mr. Pankaj, you may please ask your query.
Okay.
Associated. I've been trying to get in touch with you. I'm from the Rotary Club of Bombay, Chembur West. Just wanted to get a cost perspective in the sense, what is the average cost of per acre of rejuvenation? Because I could not see the chart, the cost involved in that.
Yeah. See, benchmark of the cost as of now I achieved is 5 to 7 lakhs per acre for a dry dead lake. 5 to 7 lakhs per acre
Okay.
as of now I achieved, which is lowest in the planet.
Okay, that's nice.
If, and the second thing is sewage filled dead lake, we achieved highest is 8 to 12 lakhs. Like for example, Margondani Lake, we spent very heavily. Per acre, we spent more, 3 lakh rupees more. Reason is there it is a different soil and the different kind of, it is like a charcoal type of, the moment you lift and put it, it will spread like
Right.
gel type,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So highest, see, dry dead lakes you can take 5 to 8 lakhs per acre, and 8 to 12 lakhs you can take for a sewage, inclusive of everything, desilting, dewatering, dewadding, plantation, 2 years maintenance, everything together it is actually.
I come from the western part of India, near
Yeah.
Bombay,
Yeah.
and so here we do have a lot of rains. So, in fact, I did a study, but can we capitalize on the rainwater to do that? So, would that impact the cost? Would that reduce?
See, instead of thinking about cost, we should study each lake. We should think about sustainability, and we should think natural habitat, right? So cost is like for example, in the world, 36-acre lake, 95 lakhs, nobody is rejuvenated, which is a recorded cost. Like for example, other players they rejuvenate 15 crores, 16 crores, and all, right? So if your team is good, if equipments we get, if workflow is faster, we can do less than 3 lakh, 4 lakh also. Say for example, 12 acres of that lake I showed you, that PUC first year girl lake, that is
Yeah.
done in only 39 lakhs. Entire 12 acres. If you calculate, it is lesser than. And one more lake I showed you, Harosiddapura, flow was good. There is no obstacles or issues. And soil condition, so many parameters depend on cost, right? That entire 36-acre lake, I rejuvenated in only 46 to 47 lakhs. So these are all possible. It depends upon lake, how work flows and other thing. Like suddenly
So,
some rocky
so
area.
is it that you kind of visited and kind of
Pankajji,
personally
Pankajji, I
involved
would
yourself
like
in the thing?
Pankajji, I would like to intervene. Maybe you can
Sure.
separately connect and discuss
Yeah,
things
you can.
further. And there are more people, and we'll be happy to take another query, please.
Yeah.
I request Mr. Man Singh, you may please ask your query. Yes, sir, please.
Thank you, Madam Sood. I appreciate Anand's presentation. I'm really amazed when you successfully resolve the conflict of encroachment in the cities. In Delhi, there is a wetland authority headed by Dr. Madhu Verma. I'm also one of the expert member in that. This was constituted by Honorable Lieutenant Governor. So here we are facing a lot of difficulties. So what was that mantra that help you to very quickly resolve the conflict of encroachments?
Mantra's first point is no involvement of politicians. Second mantra is no police. Third mantra is no caste, no bar, no poor, no rich. Fourth mantra is be strong, never leave anyone.
But how could you? The mantra is good, but practically,
Practically, I did. That is what I am trying to tell you. You asked me question. Then
that's
fifth mantra
that
is
okay.
fifth mantra is you should have a willingness to talk to. You should have a good patience. Talk to them, convince them. They may put damki, dadagiri, gundagiri, vulgar language. All they may try because last few years they enjoyed that property. To leave that property, definitely there is a big pain in them, right?
Yeah.
See, okay, you are doing something better for the environment, nature. They knows that, and they also know that their land value will going to rise very high once you rejuvenate this lake. But
That's
still, they try their level best. We should not give up.
got it. Thank you.
Yeah.
I request Mr. JV and Reddy. You may please ask your query. I request Mr. Dr. P. Sivaram. You may please ask your query.
Okay, next.
Anand,
Yes, sir.
to congratulate you for working
Yes,
this way.
Thank
And another important thing is, it's you made it like walk the talk. जो बोलता है वो करना है अच्छा ही है. But my request is, can you please highlight sustainability of rejuvenated lakes?
Yeah.
Okay, to whom you are going to give? Whether you are going to give to the people or any committees. And after 4-5 years, what is the situation now? See, 2017 lakes, and now what is the position now?
It is a combination, sir. Combination is that I own this lake, never handed over to anyone. That is first thing. Second thing is walkers, joggers, cyclers, youths, senior citizens, kids, whoever using that lake, we made a good friendship with them. And they are the people, regular basis, they are using it. Then they are the people who is an information system to me that if any new people enters inside the lake, if they do nuisance or anything, within 2 hours time, it come in my WhatsApp message. And I go immediately, talk to them, try to resolve very diplomatically. And nuisance people also I try to add in this group so that they will become part of this. That is one. And also,
ತುಂಬಾ
Yeah.
ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ ರೀ.
Ah.
Actually, what I wanted to tell, how many lakes you will monitor like this? Because you are a Bangalorean, you
Yeah.
can
I am
see
not
it in
monitoring.
Bangalore.
See, yeah, people are monitoring. My
Okay.
intervention is required.
Hmm.
Understand? No, you come to my lake, you meet me in Bangalorean if you are, come with me and roam morning 6 to 2 o'clock. You roam. I'll show you 15 lakes, how they survived, how people are engaged, how it is taken care. That I'll show you.
Excellent.
Yeah. You come and meet me.
Nah.
Let's go around. Just you experience there. See, it is a combination of different. Some nature is doing something good for us. I am telling you. See, when one IAS officer can take one district, one single common man can't take around 50 lakes of Bangalore.
Yeah.
And he's got a 20 brains and 30 hands. No, only thing is a willingness. We want to
Yeah.
protect this lake. It is my lake. I want to live. People are handling 400, 500 crores of business, 1,000 crores of business. And they're handling 200, 500 acres of farming land. Can't I do it to 20, 30 lakes?
Because you have expanded your wings to other places, other states also. That is
I
the
have people
only
now.
thing.
I
Yeah.
have people with me. People
Excellent.
means like you people.
Yeah.
Like-minded
Dr.
people. That is
Sivaramji,
why you
and
are
he's
here.
yes, and Dr. Sivaramji is absolutely right. You see, like I mentioned, you see in the chat box, there are people who are wanting to be associated. So I'm sure wherever he goes, there are a lot of people who is
It is a
joining
people
him.
movement. People support. Anand can't do alone this. It's a
Excellent.
people
I am highly satisfied. Thank you very much. Yeah.
movement.
Next, please.
I request Ramesh Kumar Singh ji. You may please ask your question. Please, sir.
At least we want to see the place, and also, if possible, then we'll try to replicate in our area also. But I want to know some because I have some assumption that what's your plan for sustenance? It will after 10 years, 20 years, how it will be maintained with
See.
Anand and without Anand.
Yeah. See,
It's almost the similar question which he just
answer will
answered.
be different. Answer will be
No,
different.
yes,
See, 1 minute, let me answer. It's good question. With Anand, without Anand only, I'm going to tell. See, 5 elements is made this body, this planet, this universe. In this 5 element, if you bring concrete, steel, structure, plastic, electricity, motor, pump, filtration system, all those things, grass and other things, definitely it has to be monitored by humans, Anand or you. If you make it a natural habitat, if you create a natural habitat, say for example, what I did is I separated sewage, I separated rainwater. Rainwater, like rain only will come. Like silt will be trapped, plastic paper will be trapped. So there is no human interference. Less human interference, more sustainability, right? And need not to have money or anything here. So some volunteers, walkers, joggers, one day they plan on Saturday, they take water bottle, they come and clean my lake. They remove the plastic, they remove something. Like whatever thrown by the people, that is only done by people only, because they inspired. Right? So if you put up more equipments, camera, gimbra, sensors and all, definitely human interference because money required, you need to monitor it. So that is what I'm telling, ecologically, naturally, if you build any habitat, it will sustain without human interference. If you do it artificial, so many modern items, and you have to sit and monitor it. That is my fundamental.
I request Ramesh Kumar Singh ji, you may please ask your query. I request Reema Mittal ji, you may please ask your query.
Good evening, Mr. Malikvar.
Namaste, ma'am.
First, let me tell you that I think I have been following your work on LinkedIn, and it's extremely impressive what you are doing.
Thank you.
And I represent IIT Kanpur. So my question is that, you know, the number that you have, because it's a one man's vision, I would say. And as you have said that one man can do so much. So just out of curiosity, and you have also appreciated what the government is trying to do in this direction. So my question is that, you know, if you combine, if you join hands with the government, is there a way that you can increase and replicate your work across the country? I mean, do you see it, right, the numbers that you have quoted, that how, you know, the number of lakes you would like to rejuvenate, do you see that you can increase that work and increase that number? That is what I would like to know. And again, as you have also at one point of time mentioned that no politicians. So, and I'm sure everybody understands what you're trying to refer to. But then with the government also, you know, pumping in, you know, a lot of efforts, then do you think and do you see that there is a possibility with so much of interest from the people, a lot of even academicians, a lot of work happening in this area? Because as I said, I represent IIT Kanpur. So that is from where my question is coming. So just, I would like to know.
First thing, I don't hate politicians or bureaucrats or film actors. I love everybody. Why I told politician is when we are clearing the when we are clearing the encroachment, if political interference happens, there will be 3, 4 parties. So they will get pressure unnecessary from these encroachers, and they will start pressurizing you and playing around. Tu game chalta hai. Isliye I tell politicians, but here great support for me, Bangalore is no MLA, no MP, no ministers is interfere in my work as of now. They tell that please go sit with Anand, negotiate, you leave his land and close it up. That is the help they are doing it. Okay, that is one. Second thing is expanding. Expanding, what I am doing is I am going to schools, colleges, tech companies, institutes and all. I am talking about how to rejuvenate lake in less time, less cost and ecological way, naturally sustainable way without chemical, STP and other thing that is going on. And third thing is going on. Next, my vision is by 2030, at least 1 lakh people should work in a same cause across the country. For that, what I am doing is like UP government is organizing such a larger one of the workshop where 50-60,000 people in a one shelter, they will going to get trained. That is going on. And also Orissa government, what we are doing is we are making a standard template where 1400 lakes, what are the parameters, what are the things we should follow, how we should do and all, everything we are making it a standardization. Like governments are supporting with the funding, like governments have a huge funds on it. Like for example, 10 acres lake, they are spending 2 crores. I tell them spend 50 lakhs, 4 lakes. You do it. Naturally, you do it. And engage the people, engage the community, take all the stakeholders into calculation. and not listening all the suggestions. Suggestions are high in this country. We don't want all the suggestions. We take very limited suggestions that which it suits our project implementation as well as sustainability and scientific and technical, right? This way, I am continuously, earlier my dream was to rejuvenate one lake and inspire corporates and bring corporates into it. I did it. Second, I wanted to bring more corporates. I did it. Then I wanted to have a multiple lakes, multiple people should be trained. I did it in Bangalore. Now my dream is to work with governments in a policy that we bring in all these natural methodologies so that all the departments under the government who are working, they will follow this system so that they will do less cost, less time and sustainable way. That is going on now. And next to my dream is across the country, every district, every taluk, I wanted to make it a movement by not talking, by not posters, by not doing any videos and all, by like this only. See, just one village boy from First Lake as a small employee from the one company, and today I reached up to Jal Shakti Ministry, right? In a 5 years time, that is the greatest achievement I have got. And my dream is next entire country I will reach up to UN. I want to influence and I want to bring in a more water bodies focus on it. That is the idea. Next.
So I'll take one. I'll read out one. There is one query, sir. Seems to be. Sir, can you please explain why stone pitching is harmful for the lake? This is a question by Saket.
Okay. Stone pitching will be done for controlling the soil erosion. That's it. That is not doing any other job. So stone pitching, just imagine you will going to blast one hill, right? You disturb the plate and there is a scrub ecology system, one ecosystem is there, you disturb them. And you will bring them in a trucks by burning fossil fuel, increasing the carbon footprint, and it come to lake. You see stone pitchers hand. I don't know how many of you seen. You see their hand. Such a fatigue job. And that is the in lake, 72 days. Stone pitching itself will take 3 months. It is a time consuming job, right? So if backup soil is good, it will sit well. If backup soil is not good, again it will become Ada Teda. Okay. So instead of that, if that stone also will become hot, it will increase the water temperature. It also increase the evaporation rating. And also birds cannot comfortably sit and fish there because it is a slippery. And also lot of, like breeding cannot happen in the stone where it happen in the plants, right? So there is no, see, it is not the only solution to control the soil erosion. One is that 1:2 slopes. Why do you want? You make it a natural slope so that water speed will be less, soil erosion will be less, put a vadalia, vetiver, lot of things are there to do it. So stone pitching also will reflect too much for the birds in a sunny time. They don't even come. So that is why I avoid stone. But somebody loves stone pitching, please go ahead and do it. I don't have any objection.
So Anandji, I'll also read out a message by Mr. Sharad, which is just adding to what you are saying. In fact, he's saying, having experience and understanding of sustainability and water ecosystem, I can see and appreciate the level of holistic thought and integration of sustainability aspects at such minute detail of the whole rejuvenation process by you, starting from natural slope, avoiding concrete, guardrails for sustainability and low GHG carbon footprints, proper proportion of shallow and deep area of percolation, and much more. So just an appreciation.
Thank you so much. Thank you. You went too deep.
So I just thought it's connected to how you were explaining this entire process of sustainability. So I thought I must read out Mr. Sharad's
nice.
compliment. So next we'll take Mr. Ganesh. Mr. Ganesh, please unmute Mr. Ganesh.
Okay, next you can go somebody else.
Yeah. So, Mr.
Oh,
Mr.
he can't
Uttam-
unmute himself. Can someone can unmute him? Because he can't unmute him. Yeah, I will
Can-
unmute you, sir. Okay. No, he is not. I cannot able to unmute him. Why? What is the problem?
Just a second.
Yeah.
Just a second. Just a second.
Yes, ma'am.
नमस्कार आनंद जी।
नमस्ते सर, नमस्ते सर।
आपको ये बहुत ही मतलब पैशनेटली ये काम करने के लिए बहुत ही धन्यवाद। और मैं वाटर फॉर पीपल इंडिया ट्रस्ट, ये जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है दिल्ली में बेस, वहाँ उसको रिप्रेजेंट करता हूँ। मेरा एक सवाल है, हम यहाँ पे चिखलदरा अमरावती डिस्ट्रिक्ट में काम करते हैं, आदिवासी जो ये मेड़घाट है आदिवासी ये है, तो यहाँ पे हम भी पानी के लिए बहुत कन्विंस करते लोगों को कि गांव में आपके ड्रिप इरिगेशन लगाओ, मतलब वाटर सेव करो। और ये तो वहाँ पे एक सवाल बहुत बार बार हमको ये दर्शाता है कि लोग खुद को मतलब पार्टिसिपेशन से लेके गांव में लीडरशिप करने के लिए आगे नहीं आते। और आपने यहाँ बहुत बड़ा काम किया है कि जो एनक्रोचमेंट था, मतलब एनक्रोचमेंट के लिए किस तरह से आपने मनाया लोगों को, क्योंकि ये बहुत बड़ी संख्या में और लोग जल्दी अपना पर्सनल कोई घर हो क्या हो तो वो जल्दी सुनते नहीं है। ये किस तरह से मतलब इतने बड़े पैमाने पे आपने किया, इसके लिए कोई स्ट्रेटेजी थी, क्या क्या आप यूज करते थे इसके लिए, कुछ मतलब मीटिंग्स वगैरह, वो थोड़ा शेयर करना प्लीज।
सर एक्चुअली अगर एक गांव में 1000 आदमी है, 1000 आदमी, तो 1000 आदमी में 800 आदमी आपका पास आता ही नहीं है, पूछता भी नहीं है। आप कितना भी बोलो, दे आर बिजी विद देयर लाइफ। सेकेंड इज, आउट ऑफ 200 left, around 100 people will be neutral people. They don't talk to you, they just observe you, they check what you are doing and all. Another 50 people are aggressive and they will be with you. Another 50 people will oppose, who is encroachers. So game between not 1000, game between 200. Another 800 people keep their watchers. Don't mistake me like that. All villagers are with me. No, never. Only 200, 100 people watchers, 50 people are supporters, 50 people are against to me. Game happens between us, and it is a patience job. And there are low-hanging birds, fruits. Like some people, like 5-10 people out of the 4-5 ऐसी बात करने में ये मान लेता है, वो ठीक है, चलो यार एक ना एक दिन चला जाएगा ये. But everyone knows that as per Supreme Court, High Court, nobody can encroach the lake and it never become yours. That is helped a lot for me. And second thing, जो बचा हुआ 4-5 आदमी बहुत पंगा करते हैं, बहुत प्रॉब्लम करते हैं, ये करता है, बट तब तक है ना, ये 800 आदमी जो चुप बैठा था, ये चुप वाला, तब तक पहले ही हमने एनक्रोचमेंट में हाथ नहीं लगाता हूं मैं. My strategies, I never touch encroachment first itself. I do lot of job, I bring a transformation, I change so many things so that start winning people heart. Oh God, इतना जल्दी में इतना फास्ट अच्छे कर रहा है, ऐसा कर रहा है. जो ये 800 में 200-300 आता है, तब ये सारे खत्म करने के बाद अभी शिकारीपाल्या, मार्गोनल्ली, पहले ही एनक्रोचमेंट टच नहीं किया. पहले ही आप एनक्रोचमेंट टच करने जाएगा तो काम नहीं होगा. पहले आपको ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन दिखाना है, उसका मैजिक दिखाना है, उसको दिखाना है, उसका बाद एक आदमी को पकड़ के क्लियर करना है. सो आप मार्गोनल्ली में एक डबल रोड है, वहां पे 3 लाख रुपए रेंट वसूली करता था. उसमें सर्विस सेंटर था, फ्रूट्स शॉप था, एक सिजलर्स था, वहां होटल था, बहुत सारे चीज था. उनको हमने टच किया, जनवरी में काम खत्म किया, फरवरी से शुरू किया, मई में खाली किया मैंने उसको. इतना फोन इन्फ्लुएंस सब कुछ आया उसको, उसमें 4-5 तो निकल गया. एक आदमी इतना टाइट था, और रात को मेरे को 1.5 घंटा मेरे को धमकी दिया. सुबह उधर पहुंचा मैंने, वो ऑलरेडी 10-20 आदमी इकट्ठा किया था, सब कुछ था, उसका बावजूद भी उसको कन्विंस करके वो निकला. वो भगवान का आशीर्वाद है. वो मेरा बात क्यों सुनता है, क्या सुनता है, थोड़ी चीज है ना हमारा पास भी नहीं है, थोड़ी चीज ऊपर वाला का है, मेहरबानी. वो अपने कैसा होता है वो मुझे भी पता नहीं, आई कांट टेल यू. ऐसा भी हो रहा है, बट जब तक होता है तब तक करूंगा, मैं स्टॉप नहीं करूंगा, ऐसा है.
Great. Another query. The last question I'll take, though there are many more coming up, but I'll assure all those participants who are putting forward your query, you will find answers to all your queries. We'll put forward these queries to Anandji. Even if I'm not able to take it today, we'll forward it to Anandji and we'll try if we can bring your answers and can share it with you eventually. So the last one for today by Dr. Veena Khanduri, who is wanting to know, how do you take consent for additional land requirement for rejuvenation? In case
Additional land requirement क्या है? Additional कुछ नहीं के लेऊंगा मैं. See, whatever is there in the survey map,
demarcated.
15 acre, 12 acre, within that only I do everything. I don't go for any additional land in anything. See, water body जो बनाता है, जो filtration system बनाते हैं, ये सारे इसके अंदर ही रहता है. I don't go 1 inch there. I don't leave 1 inch here. No acquisition of land, no investment. तो ऐसा कोई चीज ही नहीं है हमारे पास.
Okay. So with this, we come to an end of our question answer session as well. And now I hand it over to Shiv Dixit ji for his vote of thanks, who is an advisor with National Water Mission. Over to you, Shiv Dixit ji.
Good evening, everyone. I am SM Dixit, advisor technical from National Water Mission. The talk delivered by Mr. Anand is very informative and inspiring.
Thank you, sir.
You have covered about the type of the lakes, urban and the rural. You also covered the methodology starting from the reconnaissance survey, inflow analysis, information gathering, team formation, approval, de-weeding, de-watering, desilting, bund strengthening, inlet and outlet reconditioning, silt trap and lagoon plantation, and natural sewage treatment system, and design aspect based on the site-specific condition of the lake. One example that is the 80% of water bodies and 20% of the forest native species is used. And you also covered the typical layout like the desilting levels, burn, and the use of desilting material, and inlet and outlet of the lakes. You also given the several examples of rejuvenation like the Nanjipura Lake, Pingipura Lake, Gavi Lake, and especially the lake rejuvenation in the cascading form, and the 8 lakes in Ayodhya, etc. Minimum or the negligible use of concrete, and the natural treatment for the sewage treatment and biofencing. These are very good examples. And you also supporting the government of UP, Odisha, and Meghalaya for the same objective. You also mentioned the benefits of the lake rejuvenation in terms of the physical, biological, ecological, and the social aspect. These are the good example of public participation and the behavioral changes in the water conservation, which is a continuous process for the sustainability. Thank you, Anandji, for sharing your learned experience and knowledge with us, and the lack of the audience who have joined us this time. Finally, I would like to extend the thanks to all of our viewers who have joined us through the various platforms. And I am confident that these viewers will further disseminate the information gained from this talk. Thank you once again, and over to you, Anupma ji.
Thank you, Dixit ji. Anand ji, I'll also take your permission. Can we share your number with concerned people who are wanting to know, or your email ID, whatever you suggest?
Email ID is better.
Email ID is better. So Vijay Kumar ji, I could read that you wanted to connect. So maybe I'll share email ID of Anand ji with you, and then you can connect with him. There are many more people who are wanting to speak to you and connect with you. So eventually you can write to Mr. Anand ji. We'll share his email ID. And also, like I said, all your, So all your queries will be answered, and they'll get their place on National Water Mission's site. In the FAQ section, you'll find your replies. And with this, we come to an end of this. Thanks so much, Anji, for delivering wonderful talk. Thank you, Divish Khan, for being with us for this.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Program. Thank you, Shiv Dixit ji, Sunil Kumar ji, and all our participants who have made this talk so interesting with their interactive, participation. So please be with us, and we'll see you again 3rd Friday of next month for the water talk. Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you all. Right.